Hello and welcome to Indosaurus. Today, we dive into one of South Asia's most significant and tragic events, the Bangladesh Liberation War of 1971. A war that saw the birth of a new nation, immense human suffering, and a dramatic reshaping of geopolitics in the Indian subcontinent. To understand the Liberation War, we must start with the partition of British India in 1947. Pakistan was created as a Muslim-majority nation, split into two wings, West Pakistan, present-day Pakistan, and East Pakistan, now Bangladesh, separated by over 1,600 kilometers of Indian territory. Despite being the majority, Bengalis in East Pakistan were systematically marginalized. Economic exploitation, lack of political power, and linguistic discrimination, especially the imposition of Urdu over Bengali, fueled resentment. In 1970, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman's party, the Awami League, won a landslide victory in national elections. But West Pakistani leaders, including General Yahya Khan and Zulfikar Ali Bhutto, refused to transfer power. The political crisis spiraled into a deadly conflict. The war began. On the night of March 25, 1971, the Pakistan Army launched Operation Searchlight, a brutal military crackdown on Dhaka and other cities in East Pakistan. Universities were attacked, intellectuals targeted, and civilians massacred. This marked the beginning of the Liberation War. Sheikh Mujib was arrested and taken to West Pakistan, but the resistance had begun. The Mukti Bahini, or freedom fighters, made up of civilians and defected Bengali military personnel, organized guerrilla warfare against the Pakistani army. As the violence escalated, a humanitarian crisis unfolded. Over 10 million refugees fled to neighboring India. The world largely watched in silence, but the situation couldn't be ignored for long. India's role? India, led by Prime Minister Indira Gandhi, faced an enormous refugee burden and growing regional instability. While providing support to the Mukti Bahini, India also launched a diplomatic campaign to rally global awareness. On December 3, 1971, Pakistan preemptively bombed Indian air bases. India responded with full-scale military intervention. This marked the beginning of the Indo-Pakistani War of 1971, fought on both eastern and western fronts. Within just 13 days, Indian forces, alongside the Mukti Bahini, surrounded Dhaka. On December 16, Pakistan's Eastern Command surrendered. Over 90,000 Pakistani soldiers became prisoners of war, one of the largest surrenders since World War II. Its aftermath and legacy. On December 16, 1971, Bangladesh was born. The cost was enormous. Estimates suggest up to 3 million people died, and thousands of women were subjected to sexual violence. Sheikh Mujibur Rahman returned to a devastated but independent country in January 1972 and became its first prime minister. The war left deep scars, politically, socially, and emotionally. Pakistan faced a major blow to its national identity. India's role elevated its regional status. And Bangladesh, though free, faced years of reconstruction and political instability. International reaction. During the war, the international response was divided. The United States, under President Nixon and Secretary of State Henry Kissinger, backed Pakistan, partly to preserve relations with China. In contrast, the Soviet Union signed a treaty of friendship with India in August 1971, giving India crucial diplomatic and strategic backing. The genocide in East Pakistan received limited global condemnation at the time. But in later years, the 1971 war has been recognized as a defining moment in human rights history and the struggle for self-determination. To conclude, the Bangladesh Liberation War wasn't just a battle for territory, it was a fight for identity, language, and justice. It teaches us how nationalism, when suppressed, can explode into revolution, and how geopolitics can shape the fate of millions. Thanks for watching. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more history explained in minutes.